gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. I am AK. Welcome back to another edition. I've got Live at the Masters on again. We're doing our Masters roundabout up in here where we've had, can you just, Ed should be here in a few minutes. Butch might even hop on. So we got the crew. B. McCormick's here. Those of you listening to the podcast, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for putting up with us for a few days in a row here. We normally don't do this many in a row, but when it's the Masters, when you've got drama, when you've got shots like Rory hit on, 15, the 6-iron. What's up, B. McCormick? Those of you listening to the podcast, we do record in front of a live studio audience, but, we're going to do what we normally do. I got my 5 takeaways. I have got some other news and notes. We're going to take a look at the leaderboard. It's pretty much decided. If you're the sports world is a buzz right now talking about the Masters because everybody knows the magnitude. Everybody knows what occurred last year at the U.S. Open. Everybody knows what Rory's chasing, right? He's chasing the Grand Slam. Only 5 other players have done it. I don't think this is his first lead at a major since 2014 in the final round, I'm pretty sure. So we've got all that. And then you've got Bryson who, went to live, who does things differently. He's high-fiving people coming up the concourse. He's rolling in 43-foot putts on 18. He's staring down the crowd on hole 16. He's like a dad blame WWE wrestler out there. But so Rory's held the 54 lead or co-lead with a chance to complete the Grand Slam. That has happened 3 other times. It was Tiger Woods in 2000, Gary Player in 1965, Ben Hogan in 1953. They all went on to do that. Tiger had a 6-stroke lead. Gary Player had a 2-stroke lead, and Ben Hogan was tied and then went on to win the Open. Nobody's ever done it at the Masters, though. So, you could, right from the, oh my gosh, man. Yeah. Game on. That's right. Go check out Will. They'll probably be on tomorrow. But I literally, it was so awesome. I had a flag football game this morning with my son. He scored his first touchdown. That was incredible. We'll talk more about that. We got other news. If you want to check the show out tomorrow night, we're gonna put a whole bow on it. The whole crew will be together. And we'll recap the Masters, and then we'll talk some other. We got some college football news we got to talk about. And we've got some Frozen 4. Oh my gosh, that's what I forgot to. I had it paused upstairs. Dang it. So nobody ruined that for me. I haven't finished the Frozen 4. I meant to watch it upstairs. But anyways, with the Masters, I sat after we got home. We played outside, and then it was kind of like I got the TV out in the garage. You cut it on around noon, whatever time it started around noon today, with cuts and that sort of thing. And you're just watching Zach Johnson go out there and go low. John Rahm's getting a heater. And so you're letting it build because you understand that, holy smokes, if these guys are putting some scores out there, I can't imagine what the top dudes who are on their game. So we started the day, Justin Rose is in the lead, 8 under, then DeChambeau 7 under, Rory at 6 under. I'll pull up let me pull that up real quick here. And then we had so this is a DirecTV quad box Edge and I were talking about. So it's got the 4 screens, it's got your CBS feed, it's got your featured groups, it's got your Amen Corner and holes 15 and 16. So I think you get like pretty much constant golf. It's really cool until the end, and then you're seeing shots before the other screen will show it, and so that kind of gets annoying. But you can see over there, Corey Connors kind of stayed there all day. Zach Johnson was absolutely on a heater by the time I took this picture. None of the other guys. And you look at Scotty Scheffler down there. You got Tyrrell Hatton, who kind of had a okay day. Patrick Reed snuck up in there. So this changed a lot. But what really happened is, golly, dude, the fact that we get Rory and Bryson in the final, and Bryson making that last putt on 40 on 18, just over under, or BMO says over under how many hours of sleep is Rory getting? Dude, you like the first thing that lady asked for, Balionis asked Rory after the game or after the round was complete was, so about the rematch. And he's like, yeah, I'd rather not call it that. He was so mad at her after he asked her that, after she asked him that. But it's just, I mean, it's everything you want. The guys come out, the tees go, the tee off happens between the top guys coming out at 2:00, and it's just birdie after birdie after birdie. Boom, 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 boom. Rory's got he's got 6 threes in a row. He comes out absolutely on with his hair on fire. 3 on 1, 3 on 2, 3 on 3, 3 on 4, 3 on 5. I mean, he looked like, it was, I thought Lamar Jackson was trying to go after the number 8 on Dale Jr. Rory was trying to go after the number 3 for Dale Sr. Leave the Earnharts alone, Dad, blame it. So this is the setup I was working with. If you're a DirecTV follower, then you know what I'm talking about. So John Rahm kind of got it going. Patrick Reed sneaks up there. The rookie to Augusta, McCarty, was up there and then kind of fell apart. So, but man, this tournament. I mean, I even told my mother-in-law, like, my kids came inside and they said, "You know what, Dad? We want to lay on the couch and we want to watch a movie and just fall asleep." And I was like, you know what a perfect Saturday. You've been up, you played your football game, we've been outside playing. You guys go sit on the couch and we'll all just lay there after a big nice meal at a restaurant after the game, and we'll just sit there and you guys sleep after you. And they did. They fell asleep, and I just sat there and I watched the Masters for like an hour and a half, and it was just great. It was around 2 or 3 o'clock whenever everything was really, really cooking. So, but anyways, so that's the quad box. I mean, if you're not watching golf like that, I would advise you to do so. I'm not saying you have to buy DirecTV, but you got to figure out a way to get forward going at once. That's the way to go. And I just love the fact that, like, all these other shows, the Colin Cowherds, Booger McFarlane, I saw them talking about it. They're like, Rory versus Bryson. This is going to be awesome. I'm like, dude, I love watching them whenever it's the Valspar, whenever it's, we're out there and we're playing the LA Country Club. Like, so the Masters is just, it captivates the world. It's incredible. Here are my takeaways. I kind of touched on some of my Friday. Well, I guess it was Saturday. I forgot to change that. Whoops. That's how you start. Number one, that is how you start a golf tournament. With Rory, with Zach Johnson saying, "Hey, I'm about to play my way into the Ryder Cup." John Rahm, everybody was kind of piling on him. He goes out there and has a decent day. But I mean, we had Corey Connors was throwing darts. We had Scotty Scheffler was birdieing early. We had, Shane Lowry was off to a hot start. I mean, we had a whole bunch of different stuff going on. There he is. There's Edge.
Good boy.
Hey, I was just getting to these 8 minutes in. I'm just getting to my top Friday takeaways. I was telling everybody my son scored a touchdown, and that got me going. He's got some wheels.
He does have wheels. You know where he gets it from, too.
He didn't get it from me.
He did not get it from you.
Get it from me. Now he could throw it now. Yeah. So Ludwig Oberg, he started. But I was saying, that's how you start, right? Like, that tournament came out. You're on fire. Rory's on fire. Bryson's on fire.
Dude, epic. I mean, and I know we talked a little bit about it last night where, Rory was struggling on Thursday, imploded on Thursday. And I think I sent you that text. I was like, what slump buster did he hit that he needs to sell? Because he came out today and what did he have? 6 threes in a row?
Yep.
And set a course record for that. I mean, wow. That's intense. I mean, Rory on number 2 with a chip in to take the lead for an eagle.
Yep.
I mean, wow. That's all you can say. Bryson DeChambeau is good. Hits a pin coming out of a bunker. He put a clinic on the day of how to get out of sand traps. And, man, it was awesome to watch. It was fun to watch. It was quick. I mean, it seemed like every top, 5, 6, 7 guys, before they could the newscast could like flip to somebody else, they were, hitting this banger shots. Even was it Sung Jae
M.
Dude, holy cow. Number 2 on the fringe, hits the pin, sinks it. Number 7 out of the bunker, hits it, sinks it. I mean, this epic shots all around.
Dude, I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm excited to watch it, but then I'm going to be really sad whenever it's like, man, I'm going to wake up Monday and there's not going to be any Masters. And some, like, I put out the tweet and somebody got really mad at us. I said, is the PGA rigged?
No.
Because, the ratings were down on Thursday. I said, this is a PGA rigged. And somebody was like, that's on the Mount Rushmore of worst takes. It's like, no kidding, dude. Like, I also said,
have you ever watched the show?
Yeah, like, it's literally just a string of an hour and a half of just terrible takes.
Did you see Hovland in the woods?
Oh my gosh, dude! I took a picture of that and I was like, "Wow,
That's
went
how
off."
we play golf right there.
Dude, where's Realtree when you need him to sponsor that guy?
I literally said the same thing because, God, who was it that used to wear all orange?
Ricky.
Yeah, and you remember he came out in that golf tournament wearing all Raintree?
Yeah.
I was like, how did they miss this opportunity right now?
Dude, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, wow, I know Victor Hovland likes to wear some wild outfits, but just wearing, like, coming in as the Stanford mascot, just like looking like a tree. That's bold.
Yeah. Lowry put some bunker shots on too for Clinic. I mean, he had some good ones too.
He fell apart at the end, dude.
He did fall apart, but between him and DeChambeau, man, you could tell you got to work on the trap game.
DeChambeau, yeah, dude. I mean, you're a gym bro at the gym with the spaghetti strap top trap game. That's what Bryson DeChambeau was. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The G unit tank.
Mm-hmm.
G unit tank. Dude, so yeah, it was just a great day. Like, Corey Connors was sticking right there with Rory. He couldn't quite putt like he wanted to, and so this number 2 is that Rory gets his chance. So I said it earlier, he's getting the chance to complete the Grand Slam, avenge his loss to Bryson DeChambeau. Get the monkey off his back. He can't win the Masters, including me. Shove it in my face. Like, hey, I called you the Niners. You can't win the big one once you go out there and get like a 7-shot lead on Saturday. Nice shot, nice take, AK. Idiot.
I mean, hey, I'm eating crow too, dude. I said the same thing.
Well, we did say Justin Rose wouldn't win this thing. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And then I said, keep an eye on Jason Day. That one got me in trouble too. Somebody said, "Oh,
you
Scotty
jinxed
Scheffler."
it.
I know. Man, it was Scheffler. Everybody's like, "Oh, finally we can bet on Scotty Scheffler." And I was like, "Watch out for Jason Day." And like 4 people were like, "That's a terrible take." So I got terrible take twice in a row on Twitter, which is fine. I don't care, because then somebody said he won't get top 10. So I'm like, well, now you've just revived my whole. You gave me the.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's what?
He's
6
under.
right
He's
now.
tied for 6. He's tied for 6.
Yeah. So I mean, winners come out of top 10.
Hey, man.
Tomorrow's the day. So
I've seen Spieth do this. I've seen Spieth close.
He didn't shoot a bogey today. So think about that. If he still didn't have that bogey on 18, he would have had 3 days in a row with no bogey.
And then you had Scotty. Scotty's bad is still good. Like, everybody like, oh my God, what's wrong with Scotty? And he's even yelled at himself. And I'm like, he's playing like dog water by his standard, and he's still sitting.
Yeah.
He's sitting at tied 6, 5 under.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what's wrong with him? He's broken. It's like, oh, he's going to get another top 5 at the Masters. Oh, what, poor Scotty. Like, he's fine. So, and leave the Earnhardts alone. We had Lamar come after Dale Jr., and then Rory came after Dale Sr. with all the 3s that he had in a row there.
Dude, Roy was walking around the course saying, praise Dale, raise hell.
I mean, he had the 3s up. He thought it was like a third day. It was like a third down at App State football. Get your 3s up, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, Steph Curry stole his logo all day. He was, oh my gosh, dude, some of the shots he was. That 6-iron on number 15, the par 5, where that was crazy, dude. It's crazy.
What was crazy to me though is how hot he came out the gate. And I like to watch golf, just muted, no commentators or nothing. And before I could hit the volume button, somebody said something about, like, you could tell he's having an adrenaline dump. And I was like, dude, like, it's early. It's only like 5 or 6, and you got an adrenaline dump. Like, it's a long day ahead of you. You got to push through.
He preed his pants. We thought he was going to pre his pants.
Yeah. and but he did good. It's 12 under.
Mm-hmm.
DeChambeau coming back. I mean, I got nervous for him for a while. I thought he was going to get starting to wash up there for a minute. You had Connors go up there and take the be above DeChambeau for a while, and immediately came to my mind that you jinxed it last night by saying that if Canada wins this, we're screwed.
Well, I look, I probably saved us, is what I
Yeah,
did.
well, that's fine. That's fine. But
You can call it jinx, but I disagree.
Oberg, we called it from the beginning that Oberg is hot, and knock on wood, he closed out the day good, 6 under. So I mean, it's just epic golf all around.
Yeah, dude, this is incredible. So that was my points and takeaways. The last 8 majors, the eventual champion was among the top 2 on the leaderboard entering the final round. So this is
Top
basically
2. So we go from top 10 yesterday to today,
in the final round.
and then the final round is top 2. So it's a race right now between DeChambeau and Rory.
I mean, this is what you want, dude. This is why you watch golf.
Yeah,
I'm sad it's over
I
already.
wouldn't mind having Oberg come up, from the ranks underneath and pull out a dub either. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yep.
Give us some good contention golf here.
DeChambeau has shot 69, 68, 69. Only player to break 70 in each of the first 3 rounds. Only one to do that in all 4 rounds was Cam Smith in 2020, Mr. Three-piece suit himself. How about that?
That was another that was another thing too. I was looking at Rory shot a 66 yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And then a 66 again today. There's only one person so far that has shot 66 or below, which would have been Rose on the first day, shooting a 65. Like, think about that, dude. He's untouchable right now.
Rose.
Look at there. See right there? Rose on Thursday hit a 65. Everybody else in this tournament is above 68.
He just does not have the horsepower to do that all the time. That's just not Rose's game. At this point in his career. Yeah. Like, he was 3 over today. Like, that's just kind of what happens. Then he was missing short putts, and it looked like he was just getting tired. He was on 16.
Dude, I would be.
Dude, are you kidding me? I mean,
my back's hurting just looking at it,
But DeChambeau kind of fought that today. He was pulling his irons, dude. His long irons. He was pulling. I'm not saying hook. Like, he was just. It's like he was pulling them. He was missing his mark.
Yeah, so, and he was starting to get mental there for a minute. That's why I thought the self implosion was on the way, because you could tell he'd hit it and he was sitting there just like talk crap in his head, cuss himself out in his head. And I said, "Oh boy, he's about to go mental."
Yep.
Where was it, on 5 or 6 or 7? One of those where it wasn't looking good. And I think he still parred either, like it was a birdie, but you could tell that he was starting to go mental. And I said, "Yep, it's too early for this." And next thing you know, he starts to pull it out, turns it back on. So,
well, it's just, I mean, these Bryson and Rory have been making shots off the green pretty much, and that's what you got to do in a tournament like this. That's why that's the difference of them chipping stuff in out of the bunkers, off the green, making eagles from off the green, this and that. Those are the shots, like the 2-stroke differences that you need. And does it any coincidence that, DeChambeau and McElroy, 2 dudes who absolutely nuke a golf ball off the tee and can hit it a mile?
Crush it, yes.
They're the ones that are up top. I mean, that just makes you wonder.
And even, Roy had one where he was into pine needles today, in the crowd. Like, it wasn't just the pine needles. And there was like a little small hole in between the pine trees, and he just looped it through there. And I was like, if I tried that, like, I'm hitting a tree trunk in front of me,
dude, yeah. I mean, scud missile off the hosel into the bark. They banned me for life for killing pine trees at Augusta.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't do that. DeChambeau yesterday? Yeah, yesterday on 10, he played that entire hole being in the garbage and made a par. Like, he hit his drive on the left on the pine needles, hit the second shot over the green, and then stuck it just over the green, and then stuck a pitch like 3 feet from the hole and then tapped in for par. I'm like, I mean, that's how I play golf, but not to that level. It's like, I never sniffed the fairway or anywhere around the green.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But I mean,
You could tell though that the pros work constantly in the sand. You know, like give me the imperfect shot. Let me see what I can do here, and practice makes perfect, dude. It shows through today.
Dude, Rahm shooting a 2 under. I thought he was going to get it over. He started birdie.
Rom's putter was on fire today, but that was the only thing that was on fire.
Echeverria? Oh, his putter. I thought you said his brother. I was like, oh.
No, his putter was on fire. Yeah.
Dude, Mike Kim, our guy, he was 2 over today. He's 2 over. That's okay, though. He's top 25 right now. He's top 25. It's amazing how Tommy Fleetwood was hilarious to watch today, dude. He could not do diddly poo on the golf course, dude. And that's unusual for him. Usually he's like as pure and as smooth as it comes. But somebody's going to go out there early tomorrow and absolutely light this course on fire. I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody will. So
maybe JT.
All the lefties have fallen. All the lefties have fallen, dude. I'm just looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder Tex isn't showing his face around here.
Easy now.
So we had Rory, 66, DeChambeau, 69. I mean, I'm excited about this, dude. I don't know about you, but I don't know what's going to happen. I hope it's just back and forth all day long.
I think it is. I think it's literally going to come down to one shot, one hole. I'm craving for a shootout. You know, we go an extra 2-3 holes for a shootout.
I mean, dude, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Super Bowls, we deserve this, right?
I agree.
The Super Bowl sucked. The World Series sucked. The national championship, who played in the national title game? That kind of sucked, didn't it? Ohio State blew out whoever that was. Who'd they play? Who did Ohio State play?
I don't know.
Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of sucked. I mean, we're due for like a major sporting – well, and then USA lost the Four Nations. I mean, we're due. We're due for a good – well, I guess the NCAA championship was pretty good. The basketball Final Four. Well, the tournament sucked, but the Final Four was pretty good. But we're due for like a walk-off coming down 18. Rory versus Bryson.
I'm calling it now. I think you're going to have Rory versus Bryson. It's going to go shot for shot. You know, they're going to end up catching, tying up. It's going to be, you know, one shot difference per hole or something like that. And then you're going to see somebody come from within, just like you're in horse racing. You know, you see that back horse that's drifting back, and all of a sudden he's waiting for that turn where he comes around. And it's going to be somebody like a Lowry or Oberg or Jason Day come and be in contention for that third spot, flirting with the second spot, you know, but it's going to be a knockout heater, I'm hoping, for tomorrow between Rory, and DeChambeau. How
about Zach Johnson, dude? 6 under. What the world is going on there? That was crazy. There were a lot of rounds under par today. So I love that it's like it's under par, but there's nobody that's like 10 under. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's like an odd bird 6, but other than that, and Rory was 6, tied for round of the day.
Well, I mean, Roy's 12 under and DeChambeau's 10 under. So,
oh gosh, dude, it's just you don't know what's going to happen. We've seen Jordan Spieth be in this position and go 7 over.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I love it.
You also see Spieth going from wire to wire too, though.
True. All right, let's get to some of the bookmarks that I had. So this Chris Vernon, he's the guy that does what's going on in Augusta. He said Brandel Chamblee comparing the pressure Rory faces tomorrow to the pressure of Bobby Jones faced in 1930 is the reason I love the Golf Channel. In 1930, nobody even knew anything happened.
Golly, dude. He is brutal.
Hey, you can't forget this. Hold on.
Bryson, you try to get him back for what he did to me at the U.S. Open.
To be fair, you kind of did it to yourself.
Ow! That was them on the range. I can't remember where that was, but they said, "Are you trying to get Bryson back what he did to you at the U.S. Open?" Bryson says, "You kind of did it to yourself."
Hey, I'm surprised he didn't go take the mic from him like he did that boy that said, "Shut up."
Oh yeah, through his phone. Was
Took his
that
phone away from him. Yeah.
was that the the turning point, the catalyst?
Mm.
That guy filming him about the what did he say?
When he dunked it in the pond, he was like, "Oh, it's a flashback of the Open."
Oh yeah, he took his phone. People forget that. Everybody's like, "We're rooting for Rory to get the Grand Slam." I'm like, yeah, dude, that guy took somebody's phone just because he was.
One household is rooting for Rory, and that's that dude that bet $50 on him. Bought all those tickets.
Where is that guy?
Could you? Yeah, I mean, we need to find that dude and just get a camera in that house and watch everybody sit on the edge of their seats and just
Oh
yell at
my
the TV.
gosh. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the guy bought $50 tickets for his Masters party and bet them on Rory to win. So everybody handed them out as party favors to everybody at his Masters party. If Rory wins, they all win whatever the payout for 50, whatever odds he was at the time. So, man, that's a good point. I forgot about that.
And especially if he bought it just for today, they were cashing out, so.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, dude. But if he had him for tournament winner,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine being at that place? Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's like Kilgore's draft party all over again.
Exactly. I just didn't stop running laps. Yeah, so this was I just started
squeal like a
bookmarking.
turkey.
Yeah, dude. I started bookmarking stuff earlier today after my son's game. So he has the same amount of John Rahm had the same amount of birdies today as he did the first 2 rounds.
Mhm.
This was a crazy stat that I saw. I was like, this is wild. With an odd number of players making the cut, Augusta National member Michael McDermott is playing with Tom Kim today, the CEO of a financial services firm. Of course, he is the CEO of a financial
Yeah,
services
of
firm.
course. Yeah.
Like, couldn't be like, oh, guy who,
Yeah, this guy
works,
cuts the grass for us, or something like that.
The guy who sits at the top and gets to basically play golf every day, he deserves to play golf and a once in a lifetime opportunity. He drives the ball 300, also member of Pine Valley and Marion. He's living his dream. Oh yeah, I'm so glad he's getting to live his dream out of playing more golf. Like,
Whether representing the blue collar, Augusta, Georgia guys there.
Hey, we sell $1 pimento cheese sandwiches, and we're gonna let this guy makes $50 million a year. Live out his dream.
I was wondering that because I saw him tee off by himself today, to open it up. And that's what I was wondering, like, where is his team at since they split it in two? But now it makes sense that this guy joined in. They just didn't tee off on the first hole.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is this is complete BS.
Yeah, of course it is.
You give us enough money that if there's ever a chance, we'll call you to play in the Masters. Dude is living the dream. Get out of here, dude. He's not living the dream. Would be like
he's living a dream before he even stepped foot on the Masters.
What do you mean? He probably plays golf every day and talks on his phone.
Yeah.
You don't hit the ball 300 yards and like, oh, I guess I'll just go play golf, this one time. What a coincidence.
See you in 2 weeks. Yeah. And you're also a member of 3 different clubs. Come on, bro.
This dude's on the course every day. So, and this was the largest purse ever at the Masters was 21 million. I think it's 21 and a half. So, but the breakdown by position. So up from last year, it was 3.6 million to first, and this year it's 4.2 million to first. They'll receive cash prizes ranging downward from 51,660, depending on the scores. All professionals who did not qualify for the final 36 holes will receive the 25. So if you qualify for the Masters, you just get 25 G's right off the rip.
Golly.
So there you go. If you get 50th, you get 52,000.
Is that include amateurs too?
I guess so. I don't know what they can do with it. Amateurs are a different story now.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
So,
hey, all I need is 50th, dude.
Hey, that's right, dude. 5290 920. This is where we get into it, dude. The first hole, Bryson. Here's the video. This is what I started. This Bryson 45 feet. He drains a 45 footer on the first and a 43 footer on the roars, dude. The roars today. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I
No,
was yelling.
what's epic? The roars are epic. What's epic though is like, and shout out to the camera guys and Javi and all them for working behind the scenes. But the camera guy will have like the footage of the ball coming into the hole for a putt with Rory or DeChambeau in the background and the crowd behind them.
Oh.
And you're watching everybody on the crowd go, just watching the ball, and all of a sudden, yeah!
Oh my gosh.
Dude, chill bumps, man. It's awesome.
I was yelling, and my wife came running in. She goes, "What? What are you yelling about?" And I'm like, and I rewound it. I was like, "Watch this." And she goes, "That was electric." She never even says that before. She's never said that in her life. And so she's saying it's electric.
Real shout out though is you're yelling and your wife comes running to you. I yell all the time. My wife ends up throwing shit at me. So
yeah, dude, like I was so fired up when he sunk that putt. I was like, I needed that. We as golf fans needed that.
Oh yeah.
To be like, we need this round as close as we can humanly possibly get.
And speaking of great putts, though, before we go on, talking about our boy Rose imploding, Rose putted, the ball went over the hole, hit the back lip, and then branched off. Like you could tell that was his epic downfall right there.
Yep. It's like he hit it dead in the nuts, dead square, still nothing.
Yep.
Here's the chip in from Rory on number 2, the eagle.
It's crazy, dude.
Unbelievable, dude. I mean, we had Bryson raining it in from 45. Rory's blasting balls in. Like, this is a crazy chip in, too, because that ball, he landed it probably like 10 or 15 feet above the hole.
Yeah.
It was nuts. And then they talk about that. So, and then we got Jason. Oh my gosh, dude! When I got into that the Jason Day bet that I made with random people on Twitter of like he's going to win this thing, and then it turned into he's not even going to get top 10, so on and so forth. The very 20 seconds later, I look at my TV screen and he's got his wedge out on the 16th green. I'm like, what the hell? Man?
Hey, dude, it's a haul, and he probably had a bank to get over it too.
God, dude, I'm just sitting. I'm like, I just laid all my eggs in your basket. You've got you don't even use your putter on the green. What are we doing, man?
Dude, if he took a divot out, I would have lost it.
Oh,
I would have lost it.
I could not believe it. I was like, dude, how many times has this stuff happened to me? Or just get myself in these dumb situations. And this is the one on 15. Rory busts out a 6-iron and just 6 feet, pin high, 6 feet to the right of the flag, drains the eagle, and you're like, this mother don't miss.
Dude, I mean, the emotional roller coaster, that's what I'm saying. Like 2 days ago, this guy was imploding on the golf course. Like the slump buster that he must have got.
I don't know. Yeah. He's probably went home and got a bucket instead. Nick Dunlap went and got a bucket of balls delivered to his house and was hitting balls in the woods. Rory was just like
Airbnb.
Rory was just like, he ordered a bunch of phones from Walmart and just like started throwing them across the yard. Be like, "Ooh, that guy said you suck," and just chuck his phone like a frisbee, like he's playing frisbee golf with iPhones.
Oh Lord.
This was also something that happened. Jordan Spieth was mad about mud balls or something. He was. I can't take anything Jordan Spieth says seriously. He said, he voices frustration with mud balls at Augusta National, emphasizing that players aren't allowed to talk about it, and that was the difference for him this week.
Sure, dude. Come on.
Like, everybody else isn't playing the same course.
Yes,
like, you play this course every year, dude.
Get to stepping.
You didn't say one thing about mud balls when you won. There could be mud balls. I don't know. But Javi just said, he just texted us. He goes, he's there, obviously. He said watching Rory hit that ball. But yeah, he said the crowd and everything, like he's on the court, like Javi's down there doing his stuff, whatever. And he's just saying, like, being there and listening to those roars and like seeing Rory execute a shot and do all that stuff, probably like a whoa. Like, being able to be with a professional that's that damn good and say, I'm about to hit this 6-iron, 240 yards, 6 feet from the pin, and then we're gonna go dunk an eagle putt.
Think about the mental warfare too that it plays on everybody else when they know where Rory's at on that golf course and they hear the crowd just going nuts and they're like, "Shit, dude, I can't catch this dude." You know, like
Well,
it's
that's the beauty of that is like there's no cell phones allowed, and so the only way you know is by looking at the scoreboards around there. Like you can't have your cell phone there, so you
yeah. But
don't
if you're
know.
playing though, you know where Rory is in front of you. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Like,
as a
right?
fan, like
Yeah,
you hear the roar and like you're looking at the scoreboard, like what just happened, and
yeah. And
you don't get to see it.
what I'm saying though is imagine like you're a player and say you're DeChambeau or your Connors or Oberg or something, and you're trying to like get into contention, and you hear the crowd go nuts, and you automatically like, dude, he probably just sucked an eagle again, you know? And oh, lo and behold, he did hit an eagle, and you're just
Yeah.
trying everything to catch him, and it's just pulling away from you, and you're hearing it from the crowd while you're trying to take your shot, you know? Like
Dude,
that's nuts,
how am I
man.
supposed to chip with this going on,
Yeah,
Doug?
like you're literally halfway through.
But yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's crazy. It's you don't get to see like you can't pull it up. There's no video boards. There's no like you hear a roar and you're like, damn, something just happened. You probably can't wait to get home to watch it on your phone. Like you're saying, I mean, poor Corey Connors actually played a pretty damn good round. Like he was 2 under for the day.
Yeah.
He just happened to be with Rory, who's up there hitting 6 irons.
Slaying it, yeah.
Yeah, like he's playing PGA 2K5 or Tiger
And
Woods.
Rory, at one point there in the beginning, was rushing him. You could tell he was rushing him because, like, there's one point I can't remember. It was like third or fourth hole. Rory putted, made it, and literally was running, jogging to the tee box so he could. And I was like, bro, that's when I was like, pull the reins back, like let that adrenaline's got a long 18 holes to go. And you could tell that he was like, all right, dude, you're putting. All right, we're good. Let's go. Like just trying to hurry up and keep his clubs hot. But
Connor's putter got cold. That's what did him because he was I was sitting there just like in awe of like Rory's 6 feet to the left. There's Connor's 8 feet below, and I'm like, dude, he was right. I mean, he was hanging with him. I was impressed with Corey Connors.
what if one day, somebody gets paired with Rory, like, and he's hot like he is today, and the other guy just goes mental and he starts playing like we do, where we're just like shaking everything
Like,
into the
oh
woods.
yeah, dude.
I think they would literally come pull us off the course and be like, "Hey, DeChambeau, you're paired up with Rory now. Like you're done, dude."
This was awesome. DeChambeau, left side of the green on 18. You're like, what's he gonna do with this? Freaking jars it from 43. The crowd went nuts. I went nuts.
Yeah.
I was like, we needed that. Oh, incredible. So that's all the bookmarks and the notes I have from today. It was a great day of golf, man. It was a great day of golf.
Yep.
I don't have anything else. We don't have to go through all those.
What time is tee off tomorrow?
Let's look at the tee times. Ooh, there we go. All right, let's look up tee times. Here you go. So we got Brian Campbell. Brian Campbell is by himself. Let's get Mr. Hardship. Let's not get a bank CEO. Let's get one of those gas company CEOs and let them play with him. He's earned it. But dude, Hideki. Oh my gosh, Hideki imploded today, and I was on the record last night of saying, "Hey, watch out for Hideki." More like hit the Hideki.
Yeah,
Watch out
because he's backing up. That's what
piss missiles into the crowd. Hit the Hideki. You know what I'm saying? God, jeez, he was awful today. I felt bad for him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he worm burned a 3-wood, like laser beam across, like skip it across the creek, like one of us would do, or like they were doing that par 3 challenge. It was terrible. JT, he's playing with Min. That's at least going to be a fun pairing, JT and Minwoo Lee.
Yeah.
And then you got Harmon and Spawn, Cantlay Wyndham. So it gets going around 9:40, and then I think coverage and everything starts around noon. The Masters app will probably have some stuff going early in the morning, but Really, really, where it gets juicy is around 1 to 2. That's kind of where it gets going. Here's some interesting. Shout out to Max Homa for cooking there for a little bit. We'll see, but Scotty Scheffler and Shane Lowry, that should be a fun one.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one too. So yeah, 2 o'clock's when it's really going to get hot because then you got Oberg and Jason Day together. Yeah,
I need
that's what
Jason
we
Day
need.
to not suck.
I need Oberg to come up, and then
Dude,
all I got to say is, Dylon, you better go ahead and cut your phone off if that happens because I'm going to be screaming into the text messages.
If this is Justin Rose and Zach Johnson, like the oldest paired
Always paired together, you mean?
Oldest paired tee time this late in the day. Like, because he's 44, and I think Zach Johnson's like 48 or 49. And they're playing at 150. That combined age probably has to be the oldest ever in Masters. Where's that stat? So I can't believe Patrick Reed just snuck up there. That's crazy. So you got 2 live guys there. That's interesting. But there's your tee times. But it really all goes down, man. I mean, 2:30. Like, lead us to the promised land. Lead us to the promised land. These two. We need Bryson to birdie 1. Let's let Bryson birdie 1 and get it to 12-11, and let's
get some eagles.
Let's just let chaos ensue. All right, let's get that out of here. You have anything else?
No, man.
Let me let's put up our little.
I think tomorrow might be a dip day. No healthy dips. I'm talking about chips and cheese, and might even make the go-to sausage dip.
Oh my gosh, dude, the sausage dip. I mean, it's still cool. Still cool. That is definitely not a summer dish. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, you're gonna be inside. You're not gonna be outside tailgating.
My mother-in-law and I were talking, and we were talking about what we were gonna do tomorrow because my wife works tomorrow, and we talked about like going down to the coast to go to Beaufort, and I was like, "Yeah, the Masters is on tomorrow."
Yeah, sounds good, but ain't happening.
We were talking. Like, we can go early, you know. Like, man, I want to watch. Like, as long as I'm back by like noon or 12 or 2 or something, that'll be fine. I can watch it on my phone too. Anyways, I love this tournament so much. I don't know why. It's incredible. You got anything else, dude?
Go Tigers.
Playoffs are done. The curse is over.
Shit.
We stink. Subscribe to the show.
Not as bad as the Blackhawks, I can tell you that.
Dude, the first one of 4 President's Trophy winners of the year before to miss the playoffs the very next year. Pathetic. See you later. Enjoy the Masters tomorrow. Subscribe to the podcast and all the channels.